is the Emirati bee? What is that exactly?
So I think actually we have here Mariana Reyes from the UAE Beekeepers Association. She could probably tell you more, Mariana, you know?
No, not really. I'm not that knowledge on that. I mean, I think.
But I think the idea is probably the obvious one is to create a bee adapted to the local temperatures, to the species of flowers of foraging available here, and above all the temperatures. I mean, you know, the native English bee, for example, can fly through rain. So in England, we are trying to revive that. It used to exist hundreds of years ago. So it's perfectly possible to have an Emirati queen bee that lays eggs, produces bees that are more resilient. Perhaps they need less forage, or they can tolerate higher temperatures. Normally, bees don't tolerate about 35 degrees.
Okay. George, let's come back to you for another question as well. As we said, you've been working in this field for quite a long time. You've worked in a number of countries. And helping protect and save the bees has been going on. We've been hearing about it for a while, a lot of different efforts. Are any of these efforts actually coming to fruition? Are we making a difference in any of these initiatives that are going on? And then can you also tell me who needs bee data, and what are some of the insights that we can actually get? How do you turn that data into meaningful insight?
No, I mean, I think we are making progress, and I think in terms of using Internet of Things technology and data analytics for SSBs, we're still at the very early stages of this. I mean, the first monitoring systems came onto the market. I mean, we've been using it science for a while, but in terms of actually being applied to beekeeping only for 4 or 5 years, so it was a very short period of time. But already, as I mentioned before, there are beekeepers now in many parts of the world that are actually using the data from sensors in hives to actually manage the health of their colonies, improve the honey yields that they're getting. So it's a relatively small proportion of beekeepers, sort of early adopters, you know, that fit into that category, that are using this technology. The technology has also been used in universities and for research projects around the world. You know, it's been used for, there was a big study done in Europe on the impacts of neonicotinoid pesticides on bees, and bee data, hive sensors were used in that study. It was a groundbreaking study. So yes, we've made progress, but in my opinion, we've really just scratched the surface of what's possible. I mean, we're really in the very early stages of this. The technology will develop. It's going to get better, more robust, more reliable, cheaper. It's still quite expensive for many beekeepers to buy themselves. So it's on the technology adoption curve. We're still at that early stage. But going forward, I see it's just amazing things that you could do with this technology. I mean, it really could transform the way we grow food, and actually the way we interact with nature as well. I mean, as an example, in terms of agriculture, I mean, precision agriculture and the use of sensors to monitor and manage things like soil nutrition, soil moisture, irrigation is now well established and well used, but as we said before, pollination is a key important factor in the yield of nearly 3/4 of our food crops, and yet there's no management applied to it at all. We just rely on it, the ecosystem, to provide the service, and in many parts of the world there's just not enough bees to do it. So, and if you then think going forward about population growth, the UN are saying there's going to be an extra 1 billion people on the planet during this decade. Already we're at the limit of the available arable land, so how are we going to grow the food? Where's it going to come from? You know, we've got to actually produce more with less. And pollination is a key to that, because you can increase yields of many crops. It's been shown with better pollination, and that requires, I mean, there's a strong move now towards, you know, what's called ecological intensification. So, you know, having more balanced, diverse farming systems. You know, more, you know, so you've got more abundance and diversity of pollinators, and then you get better crop yields and so on. So but that's a complete move away from where we've been for the last 20, 30 years, which is monoculture. Huge areas of land dedicated to single crops. So, yes, there's a long way to go, but I'm an optimist. And I think, you know, this could be the catalyst, I think, that can help make big changes.
Also, Kristen, what we are also doing precision apiculture in our project. So precision apiculture is basically sustainable beekeeping. So we are teaching methods adapted to each locality, each region we are working in, because the methods need to vary. And whilst we do that, we are creating new technology all the time. So we are enhancing the existing technology, adapting it to each local regions continuously. And it's our aim to continue to do this, because the climate is changing, and we need to be very flexible and very AI. Yes, we need to work with technology. We need to work with AI. We need to work with cloud computing. We humans have created this problem. We have mismanaged land. So I think human ingenuity can also solve this problem.
So
if all of us get together.
So sticking with, partnerships and reliance on
Absolutely.
technology, Amanda, can you tell us a little bit more about, given the partnership between the World Bee Project and Oracle, how can Oracle customers take advantage of this, using data, finding the insights the way we are in this partnership with the World Bee Project? And do you have any examples to share with us?
Yeah. Obviously this is, from a technology perspective, IoT for bees. This is sensors on hives, this is data collection and analytics, this is visualizing those analytics and then using AI and also people to find unique insights that can change the way, in this case, pollination is going to work and farming is going to work. Many businesses, as I know most of you will be aware, have deployed IoT, and here in the region, for example, we have customers using the autonomous database in a variety of use cases, because essentially the problem is the same, whether it's beekeeping or business. The problem is, how do I collect data from a variety of different locations or sources? How do I collect all of that data in one place, give access to that data to a number of people, and then process it as fast as possible? And with the autonomous database, we've seen query times in particular really ramp. We've seen increases between 10 to 15 times the query response time. So Turkcell, for example, they're one of our customers in the region, a major telecommunications company, they use the autonomous database to look at their 500 million mobile phone subscribers and telephone subscribers and crunch that data and get queries back on business analytics that their leaders need in order to lead their business. And they were using Exadata before, started using the Oracle Autonomous Database, and got 15 times the query response. So having analytics and autonomous database in the cloud is really making these businesses and the World Bee Project scale. And that's really what it's all about, with 2.5 quintillion bytes of data generated every day. The data challenge is just unbelievable for every company, in every industry, doing anything they need to do to survive and innovate, to keep ahead, which is exactly what we want to do with the World Bee Project. We need to innovate and keep ahead. Sabia was saying technology is going to help solve that problem.
Great, great. I'm going to open it up to any questions, but lastly, if Sabiha, you can just tell us, anyone who wants to get involved in the World Bee Project and your mission, which is a very powerful one, and obviously very important, where can they go? Where can they find more information?
Well, it would be wonderful if they just went to the World Bee Project website and got in touch with us. The address is very easy. Also, if people would like to make a donation, however small or however big, it would help enormously. We aim to create a kind of world movement of people who help transform the approach to the way we treat land. We need to treat land with greater respect. If we respect nature more and we respect our place on this planet, we humans are 0.001% of all life on this planet. And we've dominated this planet, we've mistreated it, we even mistreat each other, but we mistreat wildlife, we cut down forests, we don't behave well. So if all of us got together and created a movement for peace, really, ultimately this could bring peace on earth, all of us people and technology getting together to save the planet. So please connect with us. All the links are on the website, and we also have a booth here. And what I also wanted to mention briefly is that bees are actually biological sensors. Bees are the best biosensors there are. And the health of bees, of a beehive, tells you about the health of its local environment. And they fly in a radius of more or less 4 or 5 miles. So the health of the hive tells you how the local environment is faring. And with monitoring, we can interpret and analyze all that. And we can bring change and find solutions.